Lovely ball to Dembele. It's now Suarez. What a chance. An early goal. And let's go, guys. Barcelona take the lead against Sevilla at the Camp Nou. Here he goes on the attack. Looks for Leo Messi, who's now got a lovely chance to score. Messi goes for the curling effort. It's Leo Messi at his absolute best. Barcelona make it 2-0 against Sevilla at the Camp Nou. So, we're back again with another episode of the PES Barcelona Master League series. This is episode number 4. We really struggled in that last episode. We lost back-to-back league games against Atletico Madrid and even Real Sociedad, and that has put us down to 8th spot in the league. So I'm hoping in this episode we can bounce back. We've got our first big Champions League game of the season as Barcelona take on Arsenal. It's at the Camp Nou, so it's a huge Champions League night. And considering we drew our first Champions League game of the group stages against Basel, winning here against Arsenal is absolutely crucial. Since tactically things just aren't working for us at the moment, I'm definitely going to try and switch things up. So in this episode, we're also going to try out maybe some different formations to see what works for us. So we've got a lot going on in today's episode as we've got big games in both the Champions League and La Liga and also tactical stuff. So a lot's going to happen in today's episode. And if you guys are enjoying the PES content, drop a like in the video, subscribe if you're new around here, and let's get this started. Press conference time, and if you guys want to see your questions being answered, drop them down in the comment section below. First one of the day: when Coutinho comes back, keep him because he is so OP. Now, you guys know Felipe Coutinho is out on loan at Bayern Munich, but next season he will be back at Barcelona. So if this was FIFA, I would probably consider selling Coutinho because on FIFA he's just not good. He lacks a lot of pace. But so far I've played PES, and players that are small and agile are so good, and Felipe Coutinho I think would be just amazing on PES as well. So I'm actually considering keeping him next season. What do you guys think? Should Coutinho stay at Barcelona? Should we try and revive his career here at Barca? I think that could be the play for next season because I don't really want to sell him. I feel like he could really offer us a lot either in midfield or even out wide. So next season at the moment I'm definitely thinking of keeping Coutinho. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section below. Next question: sign Lautaro Martinez as backup this season and main striker next season. You will save quite some money if you buy him now. So we've been talking about potentially signing Lautaro Martinez for a while now. I definitely want to see him in a Blaugrana shirt. And I guess the decision to sign him this season makes sense because it's obvious the guy is going to grow in his overall very soon, and next season he'll probably cost double of what he is right now. So in this January transfer window, the aim is to sign Lautaro Martinez from Inter, and the plan is to use him as a backup striker to Luis Suarez. Maybe we get rid of Martin Braithwaite to accommodate Lautaro. That could be the play, but yes, I do want to sign him this season itself so that we don't have to pay an obnoxious amount of money for the Argentines. So this season we use him as backup, and slowly but surely we make him first choice over Luis Suarez as Suarez continues to decline because of his age. But yeah, Lautaro Martinez to Barcelona in this series will definitely happen. Next question: why don't you switch formations and play Messi at camp sometimes? So after getting embarrassed in the last episode and struggling to get results, I've made the decision to try out a new formation. We're going to be running a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. I guess this fits everybody perfectly. So in this formation, we can have Jordi Alba and Nelson Semedo provide the width. We can have our midfield, which is ridiculously strong. But the main difference is Messi is going to be playing in the hole as our cam. He's 95 rated in this position, so this actually works in favor of the team. We've got Griezmann playing in a favorable shadow striker position, I suppose, along with Luis Suarez. So Griezmann gets to play off Suarez in this position. Actually, if we make Griezmann a centre forward, it works out better for us. So, well, that's exactly what we're going to do then. Griezmann, Suarez up top. Griezmann also gets a boost in his rating. And this is how we're going to run things. Let's hope this works. Can't wait to try out this formation. A lot of people were telling me that on PES, 2 striker formations are super overpowered. Let's hope that is the case. But with that, we've wrapped up today's press conference. Let's move on. Even though we struggled in the last episode to get results, Marc-Andre ter Stegen made some ridiculous saves and helped us win at that game against Sevilla. And that's why you guys voted for him as your player of the episode. So our first game of today's episode is in the Champions League as Barcelona take on Arsenal at the Camp Nou. And as I said before, because we drew that first game in the group stages against Basel, we've got to beat Arsenal. It's going to be difficult, but I'm changing up the tactics, trying out a new formation, and I'm hoping things can work. This group is going to be interesting now because even Lyon got a win against Arsenal, which just completely messes the group up. Let's see what happens though. We need to win here at the Camp Nou against Arsenal. Johan Cruyff's Barcelona up against Mikel Arteta's Arsenal, and I'm straight away going with basically my strongest 11 because I want to see how this new formation works. So we've got Griezmann, Suarez, Messi all starting, Frenkie de Jong in the team as well, Arthur. We've got PK, Semedo, Alba all starting. I'm ready for this game, man. Barcelona versus Arsenal. Let's get into it. Look at their team. They've got Nicolas Pepe. Martinelli starting is interesting. Aubameyang, Ozil. They've got some quality players in a lot of different positions. This is going to be a challenge. Big night at the Camp Nou as Barcelona take on Arsenal. I am ready for this. The Camp Nou is ready for this. Let's get into it. I mean, is there a better opportunity for us to respond than this game against Arsenal? Back-to-back defeats for Barcelona. A win here would change the dynamics. So let's go for the win. Or we already might have a chance here. It's Antoine Griezmann struggling to get it past David Luiz. Aubameyang in behind. This is not good. Ooh, that's a very dodgy challenge. Thankfully, Aubameyang didn't go down. Otherwise, we could have maybe looked at maybe a penalty call or something. This could lead to something. Suarez heads this one down for Griezmann. It's now Messi. Oh, brilliant. Messi, no. How have you not scored that? Our first big chance of the game. Messi 1v1 against the Arsenal keeper. That should have been a goal, man. Although it could be another chance for us. Here's Luis Suarez. Goes for goal. It's off the crossbar. I cannot believe this, man. How aren't we in the lead? We've created so many good chances. Now let's set Semedo again. Back to Griezmann. Griezmann strikes well. Messi again. Finally, we get the goal that we so deserve. Barcelona make it 1-0 against Arsenal. The relentless pressure from us has led to us scoring. Finally, it's been a while since we've actually scored. And it's who else but Leo Messi to bang in the goal. Barcelona lead 1-0 against Arsenal. Semedo involved in this. Griezmann. We've had so many chances in this first half. We've been so wasteful. But ultimately, when it matters, Leo Messi steps up and Barcelona get the lead against Arsenal. This new formation is doing bits for us. Antoine Griezmann looks for Luis Suarez. It is a fantastic pass. Can Suarez take a good first touch? He can. Chips the keeper. That is unbelievable from Luis Suarez. That is exactly what we've been wanting from him from day one. And well, he's delivering now. Luis Suarez chips the keeper in audacious fashion. Antoine Griezmann with the assist as well. What a pass from Griezmann. And also, give credit to Suarez for taking it in his stride like that and then chipping the keeper. We're playing good football. This new formation, man, is really working out well for us as Barcelona make it 2-0 before the halftime whistle. Halftime against Arsenal and everything seems to be going according to plan. Our first big home Champions League night and we're showing the fans what we're made of. So Arthur picked up a yellow card in the first half and well, there's no reason to risk him, so we're going to bring him off for Arturo Vidal for the second half. Oh, that's a very good pass being played out wide for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, but Arturo Vidal up to the challenge and does not let Aubameyang go through. Vidal now looks for Nelson Semedo. This is looking nice. Semedo goes for the early cross for Messi, chests it down, goes for goal and almost scores a stupendous goal. Suarez on the rebound, couldn't do much. Can we get the ball here? No, we can't. But Leo Messi, man, he is really stepping up in this cam position. Making a change. On comes Ousmane Dembele for Antoine Griezmann. He's going to be playing as a shadow striker. Ousmane Dembele, we've just brought him on for Griezmann. Can he have an impact here in this one? Goes back to Messi. Messi shoots from distance and threatens the keeper there, but a bit unlucky with that. And that is full time. Barcelona get a big win against Arsenal in the Champions League. I'm so happy we actually won this game. Coming off the back of 2 defeats, it was crucial that we win this game. And we performed well and we got the job done. Our first 3 points in the group stage. So I'm not too keen on seeing what Piqué and Suarez were doing there. But anyways, job well done. Well, looks like Lyon are definitely going to give us a tough fight for top spot because they've won both their games so far. Arsenal though, 0 points out of 2 games. I mean, it looks like they're going to be heading out of the Champions League. Monthly training report. It looks like Junior Firpo has gone up in his overall, which is nice to see. A +1. He is now 81 rated. So the team of the month for September has been announced and I'm not surprised. Not a single Barcelona player in here. That's how bad we've been in La Liga. So, an offer coming in for Martin Braithwaite. Interesting. Leicester City, 6.5 million. That's actually a decent offer, but let's negotiate and just see what Leicester City are willing to pay. Because I don't mind selling Braithwaite. That means we can try and sign Lautaro. Let's counter with maybe 8.1 million. and just see what they're willing to pay. And offer for Arturo Vidal, I actually enjoy using him as a super sub, so I'm going to end negotiations for now. Ooh, Samuel Umtiti. Offer coming in for Napoli. A lot of transfer business going around now. A lot of clubs sniffing around for our players. They're willing to pay 44.5 million for Umtiti. I am willing to sell Umtiti because I want to bring in someone better, but not for that amount. We're going to try and up the fee. And, okay, wait. 49 is reasonable and 50 is his release clause. So if they're willing to pay 49, they can have Samuel Umtiti and we'll go on the hunt for another centre-back. For Luis Suarez right now to Spurs, I'm not willing to sell Suarez, at least for now, so we're going to end negotiations. So we now head into some La Liga action as Barcelona take on Real Valladolid, who aren't really enjoying a good season. They're 18th in the league. This is a game we need to win to, get into some good form and head towards the top 4. So our next game is against Real Valladolid away from home in La Liga, and a lot of my players' stamina is just super low. Like, look at Messi. His stamina bar is almost halved already, so it's finally time to give our first team players some rest. So we're going to be using this team and simulating this one against Valladolid. We've got Dembele, Braithwaite, even Trincao getting a start, Vidal in the team as well, so it's a different looking Barca side. Let's hope they've got enough in the tank to get the win. So we're gonna do skip match, simulate the result with the team that we've put forward, and let's see if we can get the win. And we do. It's a 2-0 win for Barcelona against Real Valladolid. And let's go. With that win, we're moving up the table. We are now 5th in the league, which is great. Still 4 points off Real Madrid and Valencia. We've got to still work towards catching up to them. Well, looks like we've got a cutscene, and this is, I think, about some squad rotation. I think we should give Ansu Fati some playing time and give some other boys a rest. I couldn't agree more. We've got a cup game next, and I think in the cup game, we're going to be playing all the youngsters. So, Napoli are willing to pay the 49 million for Samuel Umtiti, and you know what? I'm okay with that. I would rather get a better centre-back than Umtiti in the winter transfer window, so I'm gonna accept it. I'm still a bit confused, but you know what? Napoli are paying a good amount of money for Samuel Umtiti. He's on the decline. Let's sell him. 49 million, and there you go. It is a done deal. Look at our transfer budget now. We've got about 250 million to spend. And also, the Braithwaite deal to Leicester City is going to be done. A bit disappointed that I haven't given him the opportunity he probably deserves. But as I've said, I want to bring in Lautaro Martinez, and that's why selling Braithwaite now just makes the perfect sense. Why are we getting so many transfer offers while we're outside the transfer window? Doesn't really make that much sense. But anyways, Everton are willing to offer 44 for Jordi Alba. I'm not willing to sell Alba at this point, so let's just end negotiations. So once again, we're going to be using the second team and simulating this one against Elche. It's at home. Ansu Fati, Braithwaite, Trincao, and all the kids getting an opportunity. Let's sim this one and hopefully we can get a good result. And let's see what happens. It's a 4-1 win against Elche. We're through to the next round, or is there going to be like a second leg? I'm not too sure, but 4-1 in the first leg should be good enough to see us through. Well, looks like we've got a press conference, and it's about Ansu Fati. So I think it's because we started him in that cup game and he actually played well. Your inclusion of Ansu Fati in the squad paid off. I'm gonna say he showed that this squad has great depth. One thing we really worked towards in the summer transfer window is working on our squad depth. And now because of that, we've got a big squad. And in the cup games, I don't have to play my first team players, so that's great. So we're now moving back into more Champions League football. We've got the game against Lyon up next. Barcelona versus Olympique Lyon, and we're playing them away. Their stadium is a tough place to visit, so I'm expecting a tough game, but we've actually been on good form lately. Last 3 games, 3 wins. Let's keep that up. The first team is back in action for this one against Lyon. Griezmann, Suarez, Messi all starting. Busquets in the team. Why isn't Messi the captain? Let's change that and make Leo Messi our captain. There you go, that's done. So the team is ready. It's our first team. We're playing against the Lyon side with the likes of Memphis, Depay and co. This is going to be tough. If we put in the same performance we put in against Arsenal, I think we can definitely win. Here's Messi now on the ball in a good situation. Still Leo Messi. The dribbling is lovely. Looks for Frenkie de Jong. De Jong stops. Goes for Jordi Alba, who's made a good run. Alba looking for the cross, but it gets blocked. Problems here for us. Jordi Alba trying to recover, but we know how quick Memphis is. They've got a big chance here, but Jordi Alba deals with Memphis Depay really well. And this could be the start of something here for us. Looks for Luis Suarez. Now it is Frenkie de Jong. Does really well there. Griezmann, who stopped his run for a moment. Now it is Arthur Melo. Messi. takes a good touch. Messi goes near post and no, it's off the post. That's the second time we've hit the post in this episode. Could have easily been 1-0. One good thing that I've noticed in this episode is that we're creating chances way more often, which is a big positive. Let's keep that going. Antoine Griezmann on the attack now. Looks for Suarez. Back to Leo Messi. Takes a good touch on that right foot of his. What a finish from Leo Messi. He scores yet again as Barcelona make it 1-0 against Olympique Lyon. And Messi is going to do a pretty weird celebration again. How do I do the head slap celebration, man? I'm trying to figure that out. Anyways, Antoine Griezmann, Luis Suarez, and then Leo Messi. All three link up. The front three, the deadly front trio. And Leo Messi is on the score sheet. I mean, that finish from Messi with that right foot of his was so good. The power behind that was insane. Knocks it past the keeper. And Barcelona make it 1-0. What a start for us in this Champions League game. Here we go now. Antoine Griezmann looks for Luis Suarez, who looks to bring this inside. Sees Griezmann again. Now Messi, it's brilliant. Another chance for us. Leo Messi with a lovely finish. And Barcelona make it 2-0. Who else but Leo Messi, who's been scoring goals for fun right now. His second of the game. And I think his third of the episode as he scored once against Arsenal. I mean, Lyon just cannot handle us. And the fact that we're playing away from home makes it even better. Griezmann, Suarez, Messi, the front trio is just ruthless, man. And finally I figured out how to play with these three. It's playing with this new formation, because then they can link up and create chances for each other, and that's exactly what's happening. Messi scores yet again. Here's Arthur Melo, sees Antoine Griezmann, who's got a chance as well to score. Ooh, it's blocked off by the Lyon player. Griezmann had a big chance there. Half-time against Lyon, and well, we are dominating the game. Not possession-wise, but we've had all the chances in this first half. Let's keep going, man. I'm finally finding good rhythm in this series with the team, so I'm really happy with the way we're playing. Here we go, Antoine Griezmann with a chance now. Griezmann strikes, but really couldn't threaten the keeper. This second half, man, Lyon have definitely put up a fight, but they're still just unable to get it past our defense, so that's great. But we've got to keep pushing and, you know, maybe look for that third goal. Got to be honest, man. Lyon have had all possession in this second half. We've barely done anything. As a cross comes in from the set piece, we get it away only as far as Awad, as he tries to get in a shot, but Arthur does so well, and we might be in on a counter-attack. I need Frankie de Jong to support me here. Go on, Frankie. This is our chance. Frankie now on the run. The Dutchman might be able to whip in a cross. De Jong puts this one back in. It's lovely, and what a goal from Barcelona on the counter-attack. Arthur Melo strikes, and we lead 3-0. He celebrates with Antoine Griezmann and co. On the counter, we've ripped Lyon apart in this second half. I mean, I've got to say, it's kind of undeserved because Lyon were attacking in this second half, like, completely. But one counter-attack, Frankie de Jong and Arthur link up, and we make it 3-0. You'll love to see it. And that's full time. Couldn't have asked for a better outcome. We dominated Lyon from start to finish. Messi scored a brace. Arthur on the score sheet as well. And that is back-to-back wins for us in the Champions League. And we're back where we belong. Top of our Champions League group. Lyon now in second place. Arsenal get themselves a win against Basel. This group is definitely going to be interesting on who, you know, qualifies in that second spot. I think now we've got the momentum and we should be able to finish first. So we've actually got data for how we performed last month in this series. And well, would you look at this? 5 matches, 2 wins, 1 draw and 2 losses. So we've definitely, you know, picked things up and recovered, which is nice. Luis Suarez scored 3 times for us. Messi as well, grabbing a couple. Griezmann came in with a couple of assists. Luis Suarez had the best match rating with 7. How was Messi's match rating so low? That I just don't get. So I think we're going to wrap things up for today's episode right here. Take a look at this. In the Champions League, Leo Messi is one of the top scorers with 3 goals. Only Sergio Aguero at the moment has more goals. It was an eventful episode, man. We got done with a lot of transfer business, a lot of gameplay, and finally of us performing well. So was definitely a big episode for the series. The next episode is actually a big one for us because, well, we've got our first El Clasico of the season. Barcelona and Real Madrid going head to head for the first time in this series. And I'm actually excited for it. We're in good form, so we're in like good morale and good momentum to get into that game. And I'm really hyped for it. It's going to be at the Camp Nou. Barca Madrid. I can't wait for it. Before we wrap up the episode, time for you guys to make your vote count for the Player of the Episode award. As always, a couple of nominees. Leo Messi was scoring goals for fun in this episode. Of course, he had to be nominated. And your second nominee is going to be Luis Suarez, who also was scoring and assisting for fun. So, those two are nominees, Messi and Suarez. Click the I button on the top right of your screen to vote for either of them. And with that, we've wrapped up yet another episode of the PES Master League series. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying this series over on the second channel. If you guys are, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new around here, and well, I'll see you guys next time.